You could have that on any Android phone. This is a OnePlus and this is a Samsung phone. What's up and welcome back to Mr. Noble TV. So what I got for you today is, you know how you have an iPhone, but you also have an Android phone, and you want to have best of both worlds? So I'm going to show you how you could possibly do that. So because you know Android has a bunch of customization, you can get third-party apps. You can have that style or that customization right on your Android phone also. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to do that by downloading an app. So if you're ready, let's jump right into this video. How to turn this Android phone into an iPhone, so you have the best of both worlds. First thing you want to do is you want to go to the Play Store and you're going to look for an app called iOS 18 and you're going to install that, which if you see I've already installed it. You're going to hit open and you're going to go ahead and go through all of these things to get it set up. I've already done that, so I want to just show you. This is just going to be a short video on what app it is and how it can look after I show you this process. So set it as a default launcher. And so this now looks like this. So you got this. Now you have this. And the functionalities are pretty much the same, except you're using the Android platform. So like I said, I can go to all my different apps. You also get the same kind of settings you would get if you was to do this. So you have the same kind of settings. No matter what app I use, it's pretty much the same thing. All right, so for instance, like I want to have this. So if I swipe here, I actually got the same thing. You could have that on any Android phone. And if I want to modify, if I want to edit the screen, I can also add my widgets the same exact way. So I can have my widgets just like I do on here. So pretty much the same thing. Go back home. It's pretty much the same as you see. So you get the exact same replica, almost identical to iOS. If you have an Android phone and you want to have the iOS experience, but you also want to keep your Android experience, you have your app library, which works the same way. But the only thing is with iOS, it's locked down. You can't make folders inside of the app library, which here, if you go to iOS 18 and we go to the app library, we can actually put the apps into folders. We can manage those. So say for instance, I want to make my own folder. Let me hit Mr. Noble. Hit save, hit done. Now, what I can do with this, I can take all of them and all the ones that I use on a daily basis or hourly basis and put them all into the Mr. Noble folder. After I show you this, can see what I'm talking about. So that way I can find them a whole lot easier instead of going through the whole app library and having to look for the ones that I really don't use. All right, you pretty much get the idea. So now if I go back, now I actually have right here a Mr. Noble folder. I can go in here and this is all my apps that I use on a daily basis on my Android phone. I ain't got to worry about all this other cluttered stuff. My games are still rearranged, and I actually like this better than the Android launcher. I actually like the iOS launcher better. Now, let me really mess you up. I'm gonna text my OnePlus. What's up? My favorite emojis. What's up? Yes, it's an Android. And I have it right here. What's up? Right here. So now, the lock screen looks exactly almost the same. So I have these widgets right here. I have this, and I can also edit this. So, and if you notice on the lock screen, my flashlight works. See, the flashlight works. And the camera works. We have a control panel, just like, and it works, just like iOS. Turn up the volume. Pretty much similar. Pretty much the same. So if you want to try out the iOS launcher on an Android phone, I get tired of the vertical app drawer and I just want to have it this way where I could just go straight to the app library and pick whatever I want. And it looks a lot nicer, just like on iOS. Now I go to iMessage. Yeah, using Google Messages. Now look, I even got the iPhone keyboard is pretty much the same. I still can do all of the normal things I do, but on Android, I even get a camera. I get a camera with it. On here, I have to press camera, or I have to press photos. So I get everything right here. It looks nice. Yeah, iPhone is iPhone, Android is Android. So don't get me wrong there. But you want to have that same experience that is on an iPhone, on an Android phone. And you want to have the best of both worlds. This is the way you do it. So, and like I said, everything opens up nice and smooth. This app is really, really good. And like I said, you pretty much the same thing. App library. Swipe right. Pretty much all the same. Everything works. Control panel. Everything works. It's gravy. Up, down, volume. Everything works. So that's everything works. Lock screen. Like I said, you want to customize and add another one? Yeah, the button's down here, the button's right here. So everything pretty much the same. All the functions work. So if you want that experience and you have an iPhone, but you also want to use an Android for other things like, for instance, playing games. And here, and on the iPhone, you don't even, the games are all mixed up everywhere. You know what I'm saying? At least here, if I had games on here, you would see a game folder. Or I could set up a game folder on either Android. On this one, I actually got a game folder. So people saying that iPhone better than Android? Yes, when it comes to the basic things and the iPhone just works. The Android also works, and the Androids are getting a lot closer to being an iPhone, and iPhone is getting a lot closer to being an Android, because eventually they're going to be sharing the same world. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.